Ciao everybody, welcome back to the JuveCorner cast. In today's video, we'll be discussing Jadon Sancho closer than ever to Juventus. We shall see, guys, because it's starting to heat up. The Mercato is crazy, as we all know it. Of course, we're going to dive into the details. What is the terms for Sancho's contract with Juventus, right? The negotiations with Manchester United. So we're going to dive into that right now. But before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, push notifications for more daily content and more videos that are coming out in the future as well, and live streams. Make sure to push that bell icon as well. But yeah, let's get into it, guys, because we have lots to talk about with Jadon Sancho, as Juventus and Man United are going to be having a meeting supposedly tomorrow, and they're going to see if we could push towards an agreement. And supposedly there has been a lot of positive talks, right? Supposedly it's going to be a loan with an option or an obligation. We're still waiting to find out what is the cause for that. But the problem is the player's will and the salary. Jadon Sancho is earning 15 million, so he's gonna have to take at least a major wage cut. But I think in terms of the player profile, I mean, I would say at Dortmund, when he was at Dortmund for the second and first term, he was great player. In terms of the skill, in terms of the work ethic, I think that he could do very well in Serie A, especially under Tudor, and at a club like Juventus, he could thrive. He didn't really work out under Manchester United, because we all know Manchester United at the moment is just not. It's just like a dumpster fire. So, but I think that with the player like Sancho coming to Juventus, I think this calls for more creativity to the team. I think that this will be an underrated signing. And not just that, but I think it will be also good for the league as well. But we all know the salary, and not just that, but the ego, right? Sancho, he needs to be focused as well at Juventus, because Juventus is not the club where you're supposed to be messing around. This is not United, okay? This is Juventus, and Jadon Sancho, you know, Chelsea, he did okay, he did decent. He didn't really show that he was that star at Dortmund, right? But I feel like that in terms of the leagues, we are kind of similar towards tactically towards the Bundesliga. So I would suggest that he could really fit into the Serie A, into the system, and not just that, but also he could be a really key player in Tudor's team with Juventus. So I think in terms of the play style, in terms of the way that he is as a player, he could really revive himself at a club like Juventus, especially in the Serie A, and possibly we could push for that Scudetto, that we were wanting for almost 5 seasons now. So I think if we add him in, I think it's going to change a lot of the dynamic play. Of course, it's going to add a lot more quality, a lot more creativity to the team. But of course, guys, I want to know what you guys think about Jadon Sancho. I mean, I think that this is a great deal. I'm looking at it here as well, with all the rumors that are going out, right? That there's a lot of positive talk, supposedly. It's just a matter of time where Sancho's going to make his decision. And I think that he will be a Juventus player. That's why I think he will be a Juventus player. But listen, I could be wrong. But I think that this is a good profile for Tudor, especially if we don't end up purchasing Conceição, which is still, a possibility that we might not even go after Conceição. So it's a big thing that we're trying to, have here. Big situation in terms of, who we're going to keep, right? If we're going to really get Jadon Sancho. But I feel like that this would be good in terms of the creativity for the team, because we really need somebody that could really, other than Yildiz and Thuram, right? That could really, I would say, be that sort of creator and that spark for the team, And I think that, listen, with Chico and Jadon Sancho, I think that's a great start for the next season as well. And of course, there's going to be other rumors of other players, which I will discuss in a different video. But I feel like that this tactically would suit Tudor, with Sancho coming in as well. And not just that, but like I said, his work ethic, I think can do it. But that's what I think is going to happen with the work ethic, right? With Sancho, and let's see. I mean, his ability to track back as well. I mean, he did it when he was at Dortmund, so I think that's a good step, because we definitely need our wingers to track back sometimes and defend. But overall, I think that this would be a great signing for Juventus. Underrated for sure. But of course, I would have some doubts in terms of, you know, ego, in terms of, is he going to perform at his highest at Juventus? Will he actually, um, want to take us, I would say, seriously? We'll wait and see on that. But I think overall, it would be an underrated signing. And yeah, of course, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments about Jadon Sancho to Juventus. Could possibly be closer than ever. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, this is your daily news show here, and we'll wrap it up. And like I said, guys, like and subscribe on this video. Share the content as always. Smash the likes, and I'll see you in the next one. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Ciao, everybody.